guys, it's Carolina here from KarolinasKrafts and welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to subscribe. You can just click that red button down below. Please give this video a big thumbs up so that I could continue making these videos, and so I know that you guys like these kinds of videos so that I can make more of them. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make these super cute gift card holder cards. So this one right here is the one I'm going to show you in the video on how I'm putting it together and making it. So it has like this little wraparound piece, and then you open it up. Here you have a spot to write your sentiment, and then you could put a gift card into here just like that. You could also put in cash, whatever you prefer, and then this little piece just slides back onto it just like that. And then I also made a Christmas one that I wanted to show you guys. So the file does come with the Merry Christmas sentiment, and you could do a print and cut on that if you want to include that. If not, that's also okay. Again, that just slides off, and then you open it up and you could put a little gift card in here, and you could write your little message here. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to put together this SVG file so that you guys can also do it. And it's perfect for the Christmas time, holiday, whatever. You get to keep the SVG file when you purchase it, and then you have it so you could basically create this for any occasion. So without further ado, let's get started, and I'll show you guys just how to make this. So for this gift card money holder card, you're first going to open up your program. I'm using Silhouette Studio 3. It's just the one that I prefer. Then I have my SVG right here, and I'm just going to drag and drop it. So here we are, drag and drop. It has been brought to my attention that if you're using Cricut Design Space, you're going to need to put in your own score lines. So let me show you. Now the reason these are color coded is just to make it a little easier for you guys, and they're labeled like with what's what, but that's how I did it. If you don't want to do it that way, you don't have to do it that way, but there are some score lines right here. I'm gonna ungroup this so you guys could see, and let me make them white so you guys could see where the score lines are. So that's a score line right there. There's another score line right here. If you're using Cricut Design Space, you kind of just have to change those to score lines because for some reason it makes them all into solid lines. And then there's also the two score lines on the edges here. You guys could see it in dark blue. There's this one, and then there's this one. So you just have to change those to score lines if you're using Cricut Design Space. If you're using Silhouette, then it should all be fine. I should just import just like this. So you're going to separate all of your pieces, okay? I'm just gonna move all the words out of the way. So here's my inside sentiment. That's gonna be on white. That's like the only thing I have in white as of right now. My yellows and my oranges, I'm kind of just gonna separate everything so that I can cut it out all at once. My yellows. This yellow, actually, I'm going to cut out with this. I'm just trying to change things up a little bit, but normally you would keep your yellows together, and I'll show you guys why I ended up splitting mine. Okay, so yellows, and then I have this green, that's a separate pattern. Then I'm gonna take this red one with the dotted lines. Okay. There's a Merry Christmas included in here, but you don't have to use that. I'll show you guys one way that I did use it, but for this video, I'm not going to use it. This white piece, I think I might want to put a sentiment on it before I cut that out. This red piece is going to go with the red over there. And then this red also has the score line, so you want to keep that together. Okay, so I'm going to put back my pieces now. Okay, so I have all my red pieces ready to go. I'm going to click Send to Silhouette, and then I'm going to adjust my cut settings. Now this is all for kind of more like the base of the card, so I'm cutting this out on heavier weight cardstock. So I'm going to select heavy cardstock here for both the blue dotted line and the red solid line. My settings for heavy cardstock are speed of 10, thickness of 33, and a double cut. So I'm going to send that to Silhouette, and I'm cutting it out on like this bluish base. Next, I'm going to put these together. So I originally had this green separate, but this yellow piece is actually going to be separate. I don't know if you guys can see, but this green is smaller than that yellow. They're gonna go inside of each other, but I'm kind of just switching up my patterns here. So I'm doing it this way. Normally just stick together with the yellows and the greens. However, since I am actually making a card like this and I plan on giving it to somebody, I am making it this way. Normally though, like I said, if you want to go the easier route, just stick with the same kind of colors and cut those out. That way it'll just be easier and not as confusing. So I got my yellow and that one green, minus that other one yellow here. So I'm going to send that to Silhouette, and now I'm going to change my settings to light cardstock, which is not very different. It's still 10 and 33, but there is no double cut this time. It's just because I'm using a lighter weight paper now. And I'm gonna cut it out on this like polka dot paper here. And then I'm cutting out the orange, same light cardstock, and I'm cutting it out on this floral paper. That other piece, that yellow piece that I took apart before, I am cutting out on pink glitter cardstock. Then these two white pieces, I'm cutting out just on white paper. So the next thing you want to do is just arrange all of your pieces together. Now I know it looks a little complicated, but we know that these are two different pieces. We know that this one is like a top piece that goes on here along with one of these, so that's going to go underneath it. And then on top of that you have that smallest white piece where you could either stamp something, or before cutting it out you could have done like a print and cut. So that's going to look like that. Then these pieces, you're going to have, let's see, this one's going to go in here. And with that, I have this bigger glitter piece that goes underneath it. So that's going to go like that. Then these other ones, this goes here, this goes here, and then on top of those, I have this floral piece, and then this floral piece. And now that I'm looking at it, I actually don't like this blue with the paper, so we may need to do something about that. Okay, so I actually decided I'm going to be using a base of black. So I cut out black. I wasn't liking the blue, but I'll still have to create something with that blue because I don't want that to go to waste. So here I have my black pieces. I'm just going to arrange everything of where they're supposed to go. So this would go here. Then I have that second piece there. This would go here. This goes here. Now this goes on the outside here as well. On the inside you have this sentiment piece where you're going to write whatever it is. On the outside I have my pattern pieces, and you're kind of just like putting everything, arranging everything together. Then on here you have this floral piece that goes right there. And then I'm going to have these pieces like that go this way, and this is where I would put my sentiment. Okay, so now the next thing you're going to do is just literally stick everything down, one thing at a time, and then I'll show you guys like the rest. You don't want to stick this down, you just want to stick these two down for now. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to move these other pieces up for now, and we're going to stick these down. So I'm just using some double-sided tape, and I'm just gonna literally start sticking everything down. Okay, so I want to put tape on all of these pieces. So I just flip them all over, and I'm going to start cutting some tape. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is just start taking off all of these pieces of tape so I could start sticking them one on top of each other. Okay, so first, this one I know goes in the middle here. So I'm just going to stick this down. If you don't want to do like all these inside pieces and layers, you totally don't have to. You just could cut out all the outside pieces. I just did it like this because I like it, and it also gives you guys variety and more options. But this is just the way that I'm doing it. But you know, you could have just left like that glitter there, or you could have like cut out a patterned paper there. There's so many different ways of doing this, so don't feel like you have to do it the same way that I'm doing it. Okay, so there are those pieces. Now what I'm going to do is flip this over, and then I'm going to put down this here and this one here. Okay, so let's put tape on all of these back pieces now. Okay, and then I'm going to start sticking these guys down. So I'll stick down this pink first. That's the bottom layer. Okay, and like I said, this is going to go here. And then my pretty little floral piece is going to go right on top of that. And then this is going to go up here. Okay, so now that all these pieces are stuck down, and then this side you have these two insides, then you have these two outsides. This side is actually going to go fold into here. Okay, and then you're going to glue down the sides of this, or tape down, whatever you want to do. Before I do that, I like to take my bone folder and just make sure that's creased real well. Okay. And then I want to make sure that my gift card will fit in here, and I like to see how much space I have to glue. Okay, so I have enough space to use my tape that's this thickness. I don't even know like how thick this is, but I have enough space to do that. So I'm just going to cut off some of this now. And I'm going to glue that on the outside edges like so. This is why we didn't put any patterned paper here, because this is actually just going to end up getting folded in for our gift card slot. Okay, and that's just going to go, I like to also put the gift card here before I glue it down. Okay, and that's just going to go right there. So I'm going to press down. I'm going to take out my gift card now. Okay, and that creates that nice little pocket for that. This also has a score line here, so now you could go ahead and fold that. Just crease it down. Okay, make sure that's all nice and good. So now we have our cute little gift card pocket thing. Now these pieces, same thing. You're just going to layer them, add all the tape, and just stick them all together. Okay, so this is gonna get stuck down onto the middle of this. This is kind of like our wraparound piece. So that's gonna go right there. These two I'm gonna layer together, and this one's actually gonna go on there. But I'm not gonna put down the white yet because I haven't figured out if I wanna put like a sentiment, if I wanna print like a new one, or if I want to stamp something on there. So we're gonna hold off on that one for just a minute. Actually, I didn't even need to do that. I didn't need to put tape on that back side piece, but we do need it on this piece. Okay, so this piece normally gets glued on here with this, and there should be a sentiment on that white one. But I attached some tape to the back of this, so I'm just, I think I'll put down like some foam on here so you can't even tell that I made a boo-boo, or maybe I'll just put down another piece of white cardstock and just cut that out, just because I don't want anyone to see that tape. So normally don't put tape on that back side piece. And since I already have tape on here, I'm just going to take that off and stick it down to the white that I just cut out. Okay, just like that. So I'm gonna be right back after I figure out what I want to put on my sentiment. Okay guys, so my crafty self has another plan for this project. Instead of putting down this white background, which you can do, and you could stamp a sentiment on here, you can add like a sentiment die cut to here, you could print on it before cutting out on it. There's so many different options that you could put on this little thing. I decided I have these little die cuts that I like, and this one just says hello. And I'm also going to glue down like this little flower, and I think it goes great with the rest of like the florals here, and I don't think it's too overbearing or anything. So I'm actually going to just glue those down. Just something like, just like, hold on, maybe I should go this way. So just something like that. So I'm going to glue that down first. So let me grab another piece of tape. Okay, and I decided I wanted to just glue it down like right here. I don't know, something along those lines. So I'm just going to glue that down. And then I'm going to put down this little hello, but I think I want to prop him up on some foam tape. So I got my roll of foam tape right here, and I'm just going to flip him over and put some foam on him. I'm just like cutting down my foam to like the proper sizes that I need him to be. Okay, just little pieces of foam tape that I'm sticking on here. Okay, so now I'm just going to take off all of that tape off the foam. Okay, now we could stick the hello to here. And then I could stick this to here. So before I do that, let me glue these together, or tape these together rather. Let's just make sure that it fits. So I'll put my gift card back in here. Then I'll slide this onto my card. You want to make sure that they close. If it's a little too small, because it does depend on the size of your paper, like the thickness of all the paper, just take a bone folder and just roll it out a little bit so that when you glue it down, it'll glue down around that a little bit. Okay, I think that's good for me. So I'm just going to take some of my tape and I'm just going to stick it down here, and I'm going to put it together. Okay, you want it kind of to slide off easily. So I have that, and then the last thing I got to do is just put this on here. So I like to put it down here. You kind of put it up here, like wherever you want, but I'm just going to put some double-sided tape right here. Alrighty, and then I'm just gonna stick him on. And there we go. That's how you are going to make this little cute gift card holder. I also wanted to show you, because I did make a Christmas one using that Christmas, the Merry Christmas sentiment that is included in the file. So here's the Christmas one that I had made. Just looks like this, and you could put a gift card here, and you could write your little message here, and then it just slides back on. And then here's the one we just made together. So pretty, guys. And then this opens up. You have the little gift card in here. You could also put cash in here. Either one is fine. And then this will just slide back onto your card. So there you guys have it. That's how you put together the gift card holder SVG file. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to click that red subscribe button down below and turn on your bell notifications so that you guys are notified when I post new videos. That way you'll get like a little notification on your phone or wherever when I post a new video. And please give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!